Hey everybody, so this is my first impressions of Miscreated. It's overall not a bad game, but I mean, it's not a game for everyone. I'm going to go through my pros first. Now my pros are, one, it's got a great looting system. I love that the loot is scarce. I think it adds to the overall effect. I like how cars are not very common. And I like how it's really hard to get a hold of food, water, bullets, etc. It adds to that scare factor of the game. I love the looting system. Gunplay, I think that gunplay is really fun in this game. I haven't got much gunplay, but from what I've gotten, it's been pretty fun, pretty intense. One shot to the head and you're dead. So I mean, you gotta be really careful when you're peeking your head out, and overall it's really fun. I like how the loot is really hidden. You have to look very hard to find bullets and food and other stuff. It's not just blatantly out in the open. You have to look behind boxes in every single corner, on top of shelves, in just really remote spots. It's really fun because, you know, you don't know if loot could be hiding behind anywhere, so it's pretty fun. The community doesn't seem too toxic or kill on sight. You can actually go up to people.
I don't know.
And you can talk to different.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
People and find people to go explore with without, you know, them backstabbing you or shooting you on sight. So I think that's really nice. I know with this summer sale, a lot of the community is new players, so that's good. Now we're on to my cons, and so first up, the PvP. For this game, it's supposed to be high PvP, but the map is so huge, you run into one person every hour. So for a game that's PvP based, seeing a person every once in a while does not cut it. You know, I go to the military base, I go to Hayward Valley, I go to Pinecrest. These are all supposed to be places that are highly populated and supposed to be great places for PvP, and I hardly see anybody. Now, you could camp spawns and kill new players, but that's not fun. I want to kill people that, you know, are already semi-geared with me. I don't want to kill a new player and ruin their time. So I think that the servers need to hold more players. I don't know if that means they have to cut down the amount of official servers or whatever, or what they have to do, but I think that servers should have more players on them. Because you could have 50 out of 50, you could play for 2 hours and never run into a player. I just think that that's not very fun for a PvP based game. Now this next one isn't really a con, it's something I want them to work on, the PvE aspect. You know, it just feels like a deathmatch almost, because there's no reason to work with other people. The mutants, they don't provide any sort of challenge. You can one-shot headshot them, most of them, except the really big mutants, but they don't provide a challenge. It gets nighttime, there's still really no challenge. What I would like to see is maybe every certain amount of nights, or at certain time, you know, there's a high amount of them, they group up and they just decimate bases. That would give a reason for players to work together on certain nights, because they would actually need to work together to stop the mutants. Right now it feels like your biggest threat is players, not mutants. Now another con of mine is the melee combat. You just do the same animation over and over and over and over again, and it takes, you know, 4 to 6 hits to even kill someone. That seems like a lot for melee. If I slit someone's throat, or I slice a major artery, it'll take 2 hits and they're down. But I mean, there's not much you can do about that. I do like the bleeding though. But I just feel like the melee combat's really lackluster right now. The base building is absolutely pointless. I mean, there's no point to building a base When you log out, your character's logged out. He doesn't lay there like in Rust or Ark or other games that are similar. So there's no point in building a base. You just log out where you are and spawn back in, and wherever you want to spawn back in. You don't lose your loot while you're offline. So I mean, there's no point to building a base. A lot of people don't build a base. You know, base raiding, I don't really know how common that is because I've never seen it in my time. But I mean, there's just no point to building a base. Someone could go to Hayward Valley and get the same amount of guns and stuff and ammo and food in 20 minutes that they could raiding your base, and it's just going to be harder to raid your base. So what's the point in even raiding a base? What's the point in even having a base? The crafting in this game is extremely lackluster, so if you're expecting a heavy crafting game, it's honestly not. So that's just something to note if you are into the crafting. It's more of look around for loot, find loot, get bored. I mean, I honestly don't know what else to say. Overall, though, the game is, you know, if you catch it on sale for $10, I mean, I waste $10 on stupid stuff all the time, so, you know, that's your choice if you want to buy it or not. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later.